Well, there's no end now to the row over the Congress's complaint to the Election Commission about the poll results in the state of Haryana. After the Election Commission of India had rejected all the charges that had been levelled by the Congress over the functioning of the EVMs, in particular, calling them a fake narrative, the Congress has now decided to rebut to the EC's reply. They've described the Election Commission's reply, the detailed report that the Election Commission actually came out with, as condescending. That's the Congress party's response. Let me, in fact, go across to my colleague Sagarika, who will take us through the details now of the Congress's response to the Election Commission's detailed report over the functioning of the EVMs in Haryana. Sagarika, over to you.
It's a three-page response, Siddharth, and the Congress party, I'm going to read out some parts of it. The Congress party says, we have carefully studied your response to our complaints. Not surprisingly, the ECI has given a clean chit to itself. We would normally have let it be at that. However, the tone and tenor of the ECI's response, the language used and the allegations made against the Congress compel us to submit a counter response. Then the Congress goes on to highlight what it finds objectionable about the ECI's response. The Congress party says the ECI prefaces its reply by stating the exceptional nature of its indulgence in engaging with us on issues raised. We do not know who is advising or guiding the Honorable Commission, but it seems like the Commission has forgotten that it is a body set up under the Constitution and charged with the discharge of certain crucial functions, both administrative and quasi-judicial. If the Commission grants a recognized national party a hearing or examines issues raised by them in good faith, then it is not an exception or an indulgence. It is the performance of duty which it is required to do so. Point number one. Then the Congress party says that the recent tone of the Commission's communications to the INC is a matter that we refuse to take lightly anymore. Every reply from the ECI now seems to be laced with ad hominem attacks on either individual leaders or the party itself. Then the Congress, like I told you, so that it's a three-page reply. The Congress party then goes ahead and says that the pattern sought to be identified by the CBI, by the ECI in para number 8 of its reply is disingenuous, and the vast majority of issues raised relate to the short period from the announcement of the model code of conduct in conclusion of the elections, that is the date of counting. Now they say that if we were bad faith actors, then we would never engage with the ECI to begin with. We would not painstakingly document our grievances and present them with legal precedent and arguments. Instead, we would focus on naming and shaming Commission with examples from the ECI's own recent history, which do not shroud in it with glory. So this is the kind of response coming in from the Congress party after the ECI rebutted the charges made by the Congress party in connection to EVMs and the functioning of the EVM in the recently concluded Haryana elections.
Only escalating, the Congress deciding to not back down, instead, of course, raising its own reservations with respect to the tone and tonality adopted by the ECI in its response to the allegations levelled by the Congress over the functioning of the EVMs. We'll take a short